Cool beans. Good luck.
Just for curiosity,
GLHF.
back out.
What's up?
You're missing a bandit you left for some reason.
Oh
Back
no.
now.
You're back. Everything's okay.
User left your channel.
He went to get a beer.
I think it's bonded normally, but still.
I could
Cookie,
use
just
a
being
beer right now.
curious, who's your favorite? Who do you think you're best with as medic?
Probably Kyra.
I know your Val player is really good actually.
Like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, Kyra's my favorite. So I've played her a lot more. But my Val is not too shabby. I think my two worst are probably Laz and Slim, which is why you rarely see, like, if I have the choice, you'll rarely see me play them.
I love Laz, man. You gotta give Laz some love.
I love Laz too.
Laz is just like, here's the thing about Laz. He's just too dependent on your team going down. Like,
I love
theoretically,
resurrecting
they should-
zombies.
like
Doesn't
theoretically,
matter.
they shouldn't be going down in the first place, you know?
There's also just the threat of Laz is enough to make monsters do some silly stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You can
Yeah.
get free. Either one, they target someone, you get them right back up, and there's no downside, or they target someone, down them, kill them. Even if you don't get the revive, they're gonna take damage.
Yeah, but it's just okay. Think about it this way, right? Let's say you have a really good team, and
Good
nobody
team.
ever gets down to or a bad monster. Either way, you know.
Then you win.
And nobody ever gets down, and then you sit there and you're like, I'm completely worthless. All I
You can
do
still
is
heal
like.
burst, and you can use your sniper rifle all the time,
Yes,
24/7.
the sniper rifle is like amazing.
I think
Yeah.
Laz's
The sniper
greatest.
rifle act-
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was about to say the sniper rifle isn't really that.
1.5
Nice,
damage
though.
multiplier.
I think
Yeah.
Laz's greatest strength is just him being in the match because it forces the monster to play a certain way or just lose.
That's true. I mean, like, I don't know. I guess my
I
biggest
should have been
concern
Laz
with
this
him-
round.
My biggest concern
Now
with
I
him
want
is
to be
just that.
Laz. Laz is like,
Okay, so going the kind of the similar way as he did his first game.
Where we going?
By the way, just a pro tip, Cross panics once he takes a lot of damage. So if you put lots of pressure on him, he panics and he goes on tilt. Just
Alright.
2 cents.
1 second, I'm gonna hop down to the other channel and tell him that you know. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, he was because he was on tilt that last game until he got the support and the trapper down. Spending a lot of time here. Be very careful. So trapper heading back.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say,
Oh, there he is.
Cave kill all the glacier pods, so we can't farm those.
He has to trigger him first, so we're okay right now.
Ooh, monster heading towards
He
the
went
trapper
By me,
here.
by me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
support sees him.
careful.
So monster at full armor, there's you want to do a little bit of
But,
chip damage
yeah,
when you know that you're going to be doming him shortly, just because you don't want him to be full armor when you dome him.
In the
You want me
building.
to come down to you
I like
here
there should be.
and-
I like to see another sound spike
Here?
around here.
Nope.
And I like the trapper.
Oh, God.
So basically
Here,
think
like,
about
that
cutting the
was
map
extreme
off. So as a
light.
trapper, you
Right.
always want to cut the map in
Running
different
in the same
locations.
spot.
So this is a good area. And basically you're trying to herd the monster towards corners and then throw the domes.
There you go.
Right. I'm gonna try to force him to the shore.
Which way to go?
Stop moving.
I might have gone through the building.
Yeah, I'm watching the exit.
Where's the
You
trapper?
think it's exit?
No.
Okay, I like the trapper. Trapper should be staying right here. Make sure you conserve his jetpack. He should be using no jet.
There
Yeah.
he is, there he is, there he is.
I'm cool. This dome had a lot of time.
He's in.
Oh, and that will get him in. Good job. Crashed into the wall. Now this is a pretty decent. The monster can go through the building. Oh no, he can't.
You should have waited one way out.
Yeah, so the monster can be flushed out of there. Ooh, nice projector, but a little too late. Monster does decide to come out and playing the keep away game. So having somebody up here, and then somebody over here, and then possibly the assault down here to shoot him when he goes into here is a very, very strong move. So you don't need to use these shields unless the monster is being focused, and now you can shield. So this is going to be hard. I don't think the hunters are going to be able to do enough damage to break through the armor this time.
Really? It shows me in the game still.
paused.
Has anyone like noticed beer being weird? Okay, you guys are grouped up again.
Thumbs down.
Nice harpooning by Melody. Okay, so now this is the most important part, chasing the monster. So you have to be really aggressive. When the dome's about to go down, the trapper specifically, but usually Kyra as well, want to be on the side of the dome where the monster is most likely to be, so that you can immediately start harpooning and using the speed. So it does look like the monster is going to get away. They were able to break through permanent damage slightly, and the monster still needs a few bit more meat in order to evolve to stage 2. So right now, the monster is in a not so great position. Oh, and the trapper out of position.
Heading east.
In the building.
And it looks like, there we go. Monster getting hooked once more. So remember, everyone should be doing damage now. Monster stopping for food. You don't want to do that against Griffin. There's no reason to. He's just going to go ahead and harpoon you again. Nice dodge by the monster there, trying to avoid getting harpooned in the butt a lot. Great pressure by this team. Melody doing really good with his harpooning. There we go, another harpoon. Now the trapper should be able to go ahead. Ooh, on the ground. Ooh, nice. Fantastic. The monster is going to have a hard time getting out of there. Could even throw a dome right now and might actually be able to make possibly. And it does look like the monster is going to get domed. This is a very big opportune moment. So the hunters really need to do a great job. There's a large pillar here. So once again, work on your positioning, taking the high ground, and absolutely do not let him eat. Make sure you're doing lots of damage, and yeah, keep him off that food. Nice mine placement. That's exactly the kind of mine placement that you want. You want to put him in those little skinny areas where he has a hard time getting through. Great job once again, Melody hitting a leap in the middle. And the monster trying to evade as much as it possibly can. Ooh, harpoon. Oh, yes, right before the monster can climb up. And the monster... So one thing to note as a monster, never climb something super high or Griffin is just going to make you cry. So be very careful about that. So monster does get away. A little bit of permanent health damage time now, and the monster panicking, trying to figure out what to do, and the hunters are all over this monster. This is going very well with the monster, or with the hunters. Hunters could probably afford to be a little bit more aggressive. Remember, it is only a stage 1 monster, so the damage is relatively light. I like that the support... Ooh, Tyrant takes a bite on the Goliath here. And right now, it's actually worth considering going in here. So a few pellets of food here, and the monster is able to get a little bit of armor. Does not look like he's going to save it for evolving. Looks like he's going to take the armor and leave. And there is a leap smash. Nice timing on the support there. Although taking a little bit of damage at stage 1 is okay because you have Kyra. Kyra can heal through the walls, so you don't really have to pop your assault shield that well or that early.
Right now. Freaking wildlife, man.
To the east.
And there we go.
Yep.
Monster is starting to sneak,
Going off.
trying to get to an area. Ooh, not sure why he tried to flame breath there. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was.
He hasn't evolved yet.
And Trapper should be heading this way now that
towards
the
the
monster...
middle.
Yeah, so remember, you're not chasing the monster, you're always cutting off. So so the Trapper should always be very, very map knowledgeable.
I got him.
Oh, crap. Oh, no.
Okay.
And the monster is going to get the evolve off. This is going to be a very interesting dome because they don't really want... Ooh, start shooting. Ooh, and the dome does go off. This is going to be an interesting dome, but it looks like the support and medic are catching up. So once again, monster, no armor, needs to be very careful and make sure you take the high ground. Medic, be very careful. The monster is going to play the high ground game up here. And it looks like he's going to try and capitalize on them going after the sloth here. And monster trying to make headway going after the medic here. Everyone all grouped up down below, so be very careful. Whether the support or the medic should have been up on this tall ground. I like where the support is. That's a good location. You can also have the medic up on here or even up here once the monster vacates. So all grouped up down on the ground here. You need to be very careful because now an easy leap smash is going to hit both of those players all at once. Ooh, and monster gets all grouped up, and look at that leap smash. A Smalt almost goes down.
Go down again.
But the monster is being very, very safe here. I like to see this is exactly that spot that the support has is perfect. Oh, Melted, he might go down here. Nice shielding by support. A lot better positioning. See, that support is exactly the kind of positioning that you want to be in. You want to be on something tall, and look at that. You're able to do a lot from that high ground. Ooh, very careful about grouping up. That leap smash. Once again, his 2 people. Assault might go down here. Assault does pop his personal shield. But look at this vantage point. The support is in perfect control here. Perfect aiming. Has a full tank of jetpack because he doesn't have to move as much. So great pressure put on the monster here. And this is one of those things you have to be careful of as a monster, is that if you are being hounded like this, always try and remain calm and cool, because losing your head and going on tilt is really going to hurt your game. Oh, missed by the trapper. Everyone is lowish health here, so they need to be careful. Like, while putting up pressure is very nice, you also don't want to go down accidentally because of wildlife and whatnot. Fantastic pressure by the team, though. I like how they're splitting up. When the monster's this low and spread up, not most of the time they don't look back. So feel free to split up a bit more, because if the monster does commit, it's going to be very scary for him. However, with this much low health, you just kind of need to be a little bit careful as well.
We got him by the balls. If he evolves and goes stage 3, we had to fight him with the relay.
And here we go. Monster finally getting some armor after that evolution.
He's coming out here on the east side.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm dead behind.
He's right behind here still.
Just keep your eyes on him.
Okay, heal me up.
So Assault's in a good position to kind of put pressure on the monster, but right now everyone else is catching up still.
I'm trying to. I hear him back here still, but I can't tell exactly where he's at.
I'll
Make
go
sure he doesn't
to the
exit.
watch the exit.
And there we go, eating the poop piles. These guys can be an absolute godsend if you don't kill them. And so always kill the Reavers in these caves, because they'll kill these guys, so Steamodons leave them alone. So if you do, always be very aware of that. Ooh, birds might get... Nope, birds do not go off, but they will seem on the sensor. And the monster close to full armor now, but very low health, so he might be a little bit more timid in the next engagement.
Careful about that sloth over there. I'm going directly around it.
He's right by me. I'm gonna kill the sloth right now.
Prioritize that sloth.
Kill the sloth. Stand by.
I like that they're preemptively setting up positions to fight, and Assault should be putting up mines here and there. Good. See, there's a perfect spot for a mine is right there, right here. Oh, and it looks like the monster is going to get away. Escapes him out. So one thing to be careful is, so the trapper should have been back here, able to intercept northeast or northwest, depending on where the monster went. Support really out of position down here. I'm not sure what the support was doing, actually. Very unusual to see the support in the middle of the map.
I'm avoiding the dome until he evolves at this point.
That's fine.
Monster almost halfway to evolve to stage 3. Hunter is in a very commanding position at this point. Very well. No strikes and well past the halfway mark. Almost at the quarter mark for health. And the monster did get pinged, which means that the Hunter team is going to be close by. I like that. Popping out just to shoot him for a moment. Just be very careful because you are by yourself and the medic is nowhere near. Oh, and this might be the interception. And there we go. And where's that dome? Oh, and it looks like the monster is engaging. I like that. I hold the dome for a little bit more bars of armor. I like this. Be very careful, medic. Ooh, medic is in a very bad spot. Oh, and the trap support goes down. And the barrage comes a little too late. Medic needs to be very, very careful. Trying to do a little bit of healing, and it looks like that the monster... Ooh, I would not have thrown this dome. I would be... They're not situated. Your medic's at less than half health, and your support's down. I wouldn't have thrown down this dome, because it's forcing the monster to commit now. So just be very careful. And look at that. Lots of group up there. All of that teamwork. Oh, that mine might be able to prevent a little bit of damage. And the medic's about to go down. Melody going to pick up the support now. And medic goes down, but the support is up. Assault uses his personal shield. The monster's taking a lot of damage. There's a lot of pressure going on. Right now, I would love to see... I think that even though the medic is down, everyone should be doing damage. I think that with the monster... Oh, now the medic is definitely going to go down. But with the monster being that low, I feel that they could... Ooh. I feel like they could probably keep the pressure on. I think they could actually win with that low of health. So I like them keeping up the pressure now instead of just splitting off in random directions and waiting for stage 3. Monster might get hit. Oh,
Really?
I'm gonna meet up with you.
I heard an orbital for some reason.
Yeah, he's toward the relay. That's where he went. So kind of.
So monster not able to find much food. And see, this is one of those things where you have to kind of make a call. The monster was at a quarter health. You still had the assault and the trapper and the support. I feel like you guys could have probably done enough damage to finish the monster off and or do more chip damage. I think that the dome was pulled a little early on that, but you know, it was the safer play to pull down that and to try and basically regroup.
He's trying to find us.
And here we go.
I hear him.
And the monster is going to evolve. So he's got less than half health. He's got 1 minute left on the dropship. So there's 3 people alive. I'd be very, very careful about setting up any or going after the relay at this point. At this point, I feel like going after at least half armor is the stronger move. Ooh, and I think he might smell the support here.
Do not let him see you. Do not let him see you.
Ooh, support does get hit, misses the flame breath, and it does allow him to get away. That was very, very close. Be very careful. The moment you see the monster knows where you are, ping. Always ping. If the monster is within 70 meters and looking towards you, it's safe to assume that the monster smells you. Yeah, another orbital I disagree with. Big mine placement up here. Be very, very careful. He pops the personal shield. Personal shield will buy him time, so just allow him to get out of there. No real reason to go out, shoot, or engage the monster. You're not going to really break the armor, and it might as well just try and make the monster chase you and go through some mines. Ooh, that mine might hit, actually. Ooh, nice mine. And, and he misses the dropship.
Trying to get back out, though.
Yeah, so be very careful about the timer. Not having the assault in this next engagement is going to be very, very huge. I don't know if the hunters have enough damage. They have to play very, very well in order to burn down that much armor and health without your assaults. They do have the support. The support does do a good amount of damage with his laser cutter, and so that's going to be, ooh, nice harpoon. Ironically, that harpoon almost actually made him go after this, the support. Just be very careful. Grouped up. So medic here, support maybe over here, and then basically just healing each other through this little tree here. Support getting focused really bad here. Oh, and now the medic's getting chased. Aw, and it does look like that is going to be game. Really good attempt though. You guys were doing really amazing, but a lot of group ups in that one fight cost you. And I feel like that dome shouldn't have been thrown. Good game. GG.
Good game, everyone.
User was moved to your channel.
I was having fun.
Good game. That was actually really close. The hunters were doing very, very spectacularly for the first large portion of that game. But once the medic went down, and then you threw the dome, or no, the support went down, and then you threw down the dome, I would have probably waited on the dome and not thrown it. The reason why is because the support was down and the medic was at half health, so it forced the monster to commit when otherwise you might have gotten away with just one strike and keep chasing him. So just always be aware of that. And then once you did throw the dome, there was a lot of grouping up, and not a lot of people were using the high ground, and it really made a difference because when the monster is cornered, he's going to lash out, and especially if you're all grouped up, he can easily take a losing situation to a winning one, and he was able to go ahead and get the 2 downs and force you guys to retreat and pull back so that he could get off the stage evolution. That being the case, you guys were doing fantastic chasing and hounding him. You were doing a really good job inside the early domes and holding the dome until he had less armor and then throwing it. So really, really good job there. But at the end, it was just all about positioning. And then the assault, when the monster was chasing you, just be aware of the dropship timer, because if you died like 5-10 seconds earlier, you would have joined with the rest of the dropship, and not having the assault for that last engagement really, really put the pressure on you guys instead of the monster. So just be aware of those things. But really close. That was really good. You guys were doing, like I said, those first couple of domes, you guys had great positioning. Hank, when you do watch this video again, watch Hank's positioning when he was up on that little relay station or whatnot. Absolutely perfect. He always had full jetpack, so if the monster did come after him, he was able to get away, and he could basically shoot almost anywhere in the dome, and that's exactly the kind of positioning that definitely the medic and support need to be in, and then to an extent the trapper or assault, depending on what the situation is.
Ooh, I positioned right.
Yeah. but your orbitals, I don't know.
I tried just using one at the end just to try and boost myself.
Yeah, just be careful with the orbital. A couple, like, the one time when you went down, I think your orbital was just like half a second to a second too late. And I think if you threw that down earlier, that outcome would have been very, very different.
All right. Let's go ahead and swap some people out. I gotta make a quick phone call real quick. So Task, go ahead and swap in for Trapper.